that's where they're at, folks. That's where I came from. I was going to show you how close the neighbors they really are. They're not really my neighbors, but every time I come in and out of off of my road that I live on, I see the families back there. I see the homes and I see the families. So therefore, they're my neighbors. I'm headed back down my road so y'all can get a kind of idea of where I live and how we live around here. Everything's fields. That's all Confederate right there. There's a Confederate War, Battle of the Big Black, which we rode over just a minute ago. That's where a lot of the war was. We got the Tillman Woodyard. Okay, Tillman. That was one of the guys from the Battle of Champion Hills families that end up staying around here and making something, which is cool. You know, it's a good thing. But we're going to take a little ride down Smith Station Road with the Gerbins, which were my great aunt's husband, Bubba Gerbin, that lived over at the Coker House, that actually owned it and owned a lot of land out here, along with the Waltons, who I am, where General Bowen, John S. Bowen, died in my family's flower garden. He didn't die in the flower garden, he died in the house, but they buried him in the flower garden right outside from the house. A later episode, I'll take you over there to the Walton land and let you see around a little bit and stuff like that, let you get an idea of the historical stuff we have around there from the Civil War. Just really good stuff, man. Like I said, this is Edwards, man. If you're not a farmer, which my family doesn't farm anymore, we have a good bit of land, but we don't really farm much anymore. That's why I drive 100 miles a day to work, to get that money, so we can keep everything we got going good. This is when you know you're on a back road, whenever everything's messed up. We'll come around. Ooh. I know it's Sunday. It is 1:19, but this is something I gotta show you guys. This right here, I hope it's not blocked off or anything like that. I'm just gonna show you this real quick before I head back to the house, because this is so great. This church is really old. These are it's an old black church where black folks come to church and stuff like that and praise the Lord, which is a beautiful thing. But this is the road they have to ride down to get to church. They don't come out here but probably once to twice a month to, you know, to come have fellowship out here because of the road, you know, and how far it is back. But I just want y'all to see this. It's down from the house. I don't know how long YouTube will let me record, so I'm gonna try to get back here as soon as I possibly, you know, just as fast as I can, guys. And you know, of course, it's right next to a bunch of farmland, which makes sense. Everything's surrounded by farmland, farming acreage. And this church is back here, guys. I'm thinking they may have had to have it this far back in the day because of, sad but true, white folks would probably mess with them or didn't want them to have a gathering place. That's American history, especially of the South, is sad but true. I love all races, all people. You know, rich, poor, black, white, whatever color you are, it doesn't matter. If you're a good person, I love you, period. All right, now we're coming up on the old church back here. I'm sure this church is from the 1800s. It's gotta be late, probably 1800s. I'm surprised it didn't get messed up during the Civil War. With it being so far back, may have been one of the only reasons. I don't know if this is safe or not. Oh my goodness, I did it anyway. Man, I'm glad someone put that up for them though, if that's, you know, if that's what they done to help these people get out here to their church on certain days. I just think this is really awesome, guys. And like I said, they do have church here every now and then still. They may not have had it in a while, but they do have church out here. The last time I was over here was about 2 years ago, and they were, you know, they were getting ready to have someone buried out here. I'm gonna back up because I'm not gonna mess the farmer's land up. The guy who does all this planting and stuff back here, I don't want to be in his business. That's just part of it. So I'm gonna reverse myself back to get back on the road. But that's the church right there, guys. This is an old church, black church. I'm not gonna get out and walk around it. I can if I want to. It's not a big deal. No one would bother me. And if someone did come back here, I could tell them who I was, you know, my last name and, you know, my family and stuff like that. And they would be okay with it because my family helped out a lot of black folks around here and, you know, just anybody they could help. They tried to help. They wanted to be a part and they wanted everything to go good in the community. My granddad, great granddad gave a lot of land away to people that worked for him. He actually had people, I guess, that were, I hate slaves back in the old days. A guy named Mr. Ben that stayed around for a long time. And his dad worked for my great granddad, John Walton, and some other folks. Man, this is so crazy right here. I can't believe I'm doing this. It's sketchy. But anyway, Mr. Ben, I was raised around him as a little kid, young, you know, young. He was always around the house. And what made me sad about him, I always asked him, Mr. Ben, why don't you come in and eat with us for lunchtime? And what he told me was, the white man's table's no place for me. Even though my granddad and my grandmother always wanted him to come in, he never would come in and eat at the table with us. I couldn't grasp that. I couldn't understand it because I didn't live back then. I just couldn't grasp this kind old man that was set in his ways, and he'd done a lot of stuff with me. A lot of stuff. I'd done a lot of stuff with this man. And I just couldn't understand why he could not eat with us. That's sick. That's sick. But anyway, it happened. I'm glad, you know, that I got to know him and understand a lot more about it as I grew up. But I don't know, it's just crazy to me, man. I don't understand it. But I wanted y'all to see that church. There's a lot more stuff around here to see on our land and stuff like that people don't really know about in Edwards and stuff like that. I'm gonna start, what I'm gonna do with my YouTube channel, first off, I don't play music or anything, so all I really have to show you is Southern heritage and land and stuff like that. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show you things about Edwards, Mississippi, stuff about the Civil War. I've got a lot of stuff where I hunt, a lot of stuff where just on our land, period, that's really cool to see. A lot of Confederate graves and stuff like that that have no markers, that have no headstones, that have nothing. They're just out in the woods buried. It's crazy. But we're gonna check it out. Maybe not today, but that's what my channel's gonna be consumed of. So if y'all wanna check out more of it, just be ready for me to start posting videos and stuff like that, and we'll get some things seen around here. And heck, if y'all ever want to come out and experience some of this stuff for yourself, of course there's no charge or nothing like that. Just hit me up. I'm not in this stuff to make money or nothing like that. I'm in this stuff to show people the South and how bad they think the South is when it's not as racist as what they think, and Mississippi's not as bad as what they think. I don't like the stigma around Mississippi and stuff like that. So, all right, that's a cool old church that we're heading out right now. We're gonna head on back to the house. I'm gonna show you Montgomery Farms is what's gonna be next. They were a really big farm family as well. Good friends with my family, Mr. Montgomery. He told me a lot about my history of my family and stuff like that. That, you know, stuff, he was older than my dad. So stuff my dad didn't know, stuff my granddad never got to tell me and share with me and stuff like that. He was able to kind of close things up for me and let me know a lot of really good stuff. And I'll always, forever and ever be thankful for that. Mr. Montgomery, you're in the heavens now. I love you. Thank you for what you shared with me. Coming up to Montgomery Farms now. They're a big hunting club and stuff like that now because, of course, the kids as well wasn't able to keep up the farm. They're doing the best they can. They're great people. That's his daughter's house. Very nice lady. And that's the son's house at the old farm. These people now are 5,000 acre people, and look at their house. They don't live in these big old houses. They live normal. They live normal. And this is all their land on both sides of the road. All right, he raised elk. He raised about everything he raised to make money. Michael and his sister, they're just not able to do all that. I don't know why. Mr. Montgomery kind of done it by himself, so I don't understand why the four of them can't get it together. But besides the point, it is what it is. Kind of like my situation and my family. Oh, look here, we got someone coming down the road. You don't see this much neither. You don't see this much at all. They've got some places back there. Got a really beautiful lake back that way. I'll get the key to the gate and unlock it and let y'all see the lake back there that they have set up for everyone. And it's just really awesome, man, around through here. We got the Gattises right there from Gattis Farms. Really big place, really big place as well. They go further back than what we do. There's a nice place back there. That's Gattis' entrance right there. Really good people. If you're ever without a job or something like that, these are the type of people you can go to, like the candidates over here down the road from us that can put you to work. It may not be what you want to do, but it'll pay your bills. Especially if you don't blow it on a bunch of bull crap, dope and stuff like that, you can make it, you know what I mean? It may not be the best in the world, but you can make it. I want y'all to see this beautiful home right here. This ain't it right here. That's a pretty house, don't get me wrong, but this home right here is one of the older homes left that they didn't tear down. I don't want you to see their mailboxes. I don't want you bothering them. I don't want people out here bothering them and stuff like that, but it's just so beautiful. Look at this. This is all natural. I wish I could see that. I'm gonna go down there and talk to them probably, I don't know, maybe next Saturday, because I'm not gonna bother them throughout the week. I'll ask my dad exactly who they are, because their family, the original family, moved out and these new people came in. They're supposedly part of the family, but not really sure. So I just don't want to drive up on them and start talking a bunch of, stuff like I know everything and stuff like that. Country folk don't too much give a damn what you know or how much you know, unless you're talking about something that's, that means something to them food-wise, hunting, fishing, something like that. Another beautiful church. It's also a black church. There were some kids, young white kids, tearing up the yard out there. So I put a stop to that myself personally. I got that straightened out real fast with them. A little pond. Got our little pond. Well, it's not really a pond, it's a lake. But whatever. What else? Alright guys, this is where it is right here. Killed me a big old 13 point over here this year, right across the street from the house. It's right there along the river. This is what I was showing you guys yesterday. A little bit with the storm and stuff like that. That's the river right there. Here's the house. So, we're here. But anyway, I hope you guys and gals enjoyed that. If you didn't, oh well. If you did, great. Have a good day. 10-4, over and out.